Well, guys, that was another great game we had. And this is the second game in a row. We came away with a win, and you can just see that we're really developing as a team, learning more out there on the court, knowing what to do, either plays or defense. We're just really starting to come together. I like to see that, and I'm just very proud of you. So let's get to our stars. Let's go in alphabetical order. First one we'll have is Benjamin. Benjamin, I am proud of how you did with your team spirit out there. You really worked hard with your rebounds. Again, being a shorter guy out there and pulling off those rebounds, I'm very proud of how you did that. You got steals or deflections. With that, I'm going to give you the Sportsmanship Award this week. Thanks, Benjamin. And then we have Cooper. Cooper, it was nice to see you having the effort out there where you're passing the ball, getting your shots off. But even when things go not so great, like either you take a hard foul or they hit you and they call some bad calls or traveling, something like that, you still just keep it together and keep on playing. Because you're able to play out there with that type of attitude, we're going to actually give you the Christ-like Award for this week. Thanks, Cooper. Next, Daniel. Daniel, I want to praise you on how hard you worked in the paint. Using our zone, playing in the paint, I asked you to really own that area, and you're really starting to step that up and figuring out how to do that, and I like that. You were able to get the rebounds, and I think you have like 4 rebounds. You've got some steals, deflections, and just getting your body in the right spot at the right time. You're really starting to develop a player as that part, and I really appreciate that. So you're actually going to get the Defense Award because of that. Thanks, Daniel. Next, Eli. Eli, I think you were tied for the top scorer and rebounder for this game. Really stepped up your shooting. When you have an open shot or getting to the open shot and then taking it if you have it, or making the pass, I really appreciate that. That's what I want everybody to develop, is if you can get that shot off, let's just take it. For you, they were going in. That was great. You got the 7 points, 6 rebounds, I think. Some couple of steals and deflections, and just a good heads-up play. Because of that, Eli, we're going to give you the Offense Award. Thanks, Eli. Next, Ethan. Ethan, I think you were tied maybe with Eli for the top rebounding. You had, I think, 6 rebounds, which is great. I mean, that's what I got to talk to you guys about, is really getting in there and trying to get that ball, working hard, getting your hands up. Even the ones you didn't get rebounds on, you were getting your hands on the ball, and that's a good start. We're just going to keep on working on it, and we're going to get a lot more rebounds. You got some jump balls, which is great. You also got that awesome shot that I talked about us working on at the 4 position. And this, it doesn't just go for Ethan, but everybody that plays that 4 position, the way Ethan got this, he got the ball, he took a quick turn and just popped it from about the free throw line. At this game, they were giving us that shot. And Ethan, your shot looked awesome going in. But good, you just really communicated well on defense, dealing with the zone. So because of all your rebounding defense, I think we're actually going to give you the Defense Award. Congratulations, Ethan. Next, have Jimmy. Jimmy, again, just kind of like I talked about with Benjamin, I'm very proud of when you're a shorter player out there, you're able to get rebounds. You grabbed several rebounds, you got those steals and deflections, and that's where being, maybe smaller but quicker, you can actually get those steals and deflections, and that's, use what you got, and you definitely have a lot of energy out there to do that. I'm very happy about that. But with all that, your defense and being at the right place at the right time, or if there's a loose ball, you're over there to get it, pick it up. With all that, you really helped us to help us on offense, because you always helped us get the ball or help recover the ball if it was loose. So because of that, actually, Jimmy, I'm going to give you the Offense Award. Plus, I really wish I had a video of it, but being in the right place at the right time, at the very end of the game, you were maybe at the wrong place at the wrong time, but you got nailed with that ball that was rocketed at you and knocked you down. I'm glad you're okay. But again, you were the right place at the right time or wrong place at the right time. Depends on how you always see that one. Thanks, Jimmy. Mason. Mason, you worked really hard out there this week. You got many, I think like 4 more steals and deflections. Worked hard on rebounding, which I love to see out there. You got like 5 rebounds. You scored at least 1 basket, and just having all that energy off the bench. And I know I'm going to get that from you. You want to be out there. You want to keep on working hard. With that, you're actually going to get the Sportsmanship Award. Thanks, Mason. And last, we have Wilson. So Wilson, when you're out there, either running point guard or not, you just keep going. You were taking shots, you're working hard to slice down the lane to get some shots off. They weren't all going in, but the thing is, you knew that they eventually will, and you just kept on trying, and just kept working hard. And you really picked it up and made the baskets in the second half. I think you have maybe 7 points in the second half. Got some rebounds, some steals, some jump balls. But again, just because you keep on trying out there, and I know you kept on saying, I'm tired, coach, I need a rest, which actually, because you're working so hard out there, I'm fine with. And because of that, we're actually going to give you the effort award. Congratulations, Wilson. Like I said, great game. Things that went well. So we hustled a lot more. I talked before the game, I want to see more hustle, work hard, active hands. I heard a lot more people were tired this time. I'm hoping it was because you're working so hard, because it looked like you were. When the ball was there, everybody was trying to get their hands on it. And honestly, being much more active hands and hustling, we didn't get many fouls. We hardly had anybody in foul trouble. I think a couple players maybe had 2 fouls. That's it. So look how much harder we played, and we were able to do it and not get fouls. So let's keep that up. Keep working hard. Keep getting our hands in there if we can get the ball. Put pressure on them. And that goes with our zone. Remember we talked about putting double teaming every time the ball goes to an area. Let's put 2 people on them. Put pressure on them. Stress them out. And it was working. And we did that without actually fouling. So it was great. Let's keep that up. And then again, just with the rebounds, we got a lot more rebounds. We got a lot of hands on the ball. There's a lot of ones we also got our hands and tipped it, and the other team ended up getting it. We'll just keep working on trying maybe just to grab it, but still just keep being in the right spot and trying hard. So then on the improvements, things we could try to work on for the next game. Box, our inbounds play. Say, I know I ask a lot, let's nail this down. But it's just a good thing to be able to learn is, what is my job out there for a play? And say, if you keep going on to play at any higher level than upward, you're going to continue to be responsible for being able to remember your job on a play. So let's keep on going through it. Know that the ball side, post player screens, and then we have the first pass be to the 4 position, or not 4 position, to the person cutting through the lane, and that's what really our goal is. And if not, we pass it to the wings. Now, for any inbounds play, the overall number 1 goal is get the ball in bounds. And we've been doing that. We're fine with that. But there are times when we can actually get that perfect basket because they're not guarding us, and when we drive off the screens. But sometimes there's no defense there, like this last game. The way they ran their zone, our post players actually didn't have anybody to screen across to, which is fine because guess what? They were open. So that's where you just improvise. Don't run to do a screen if there's nobody there. I'm okay with just getting to the open spot and the person passing the ball in. You should read that and say, they're not going to screen because there's nobody on them. Look for where those people are. If they're getting to an open spot, get it to them, or then go to the side wings if we have to. So let's just keep working on that. I'd like to see you just kind of keep working on the box and see if we can nail that down. The next thing is our zone. Like I said, Brooklyn, our zone, we did good. We improved. It really helped us last game. We kept with it most of the game. I don't know if we'll stick with it that much on future games. But one thing I do want to say is when the person gets past our 2 guards up top, 1 and 2, our 3, 4, and 5 really need to kind of remember that it's their responsibility to pick up that person driving through the lane or driving into past the 3-point line. Because we had several times that it was either on the press or just on the half-court defense, that person got down below the 3-point line or at the 3-point line and nobody else picked them up because they figured it wasn't in their area. But if you're on the wings at 3 and 4, you got to see that. You got to come out to them because they are able to get a couple 3-point shots off or some shots right in from the 3-point line that we just need to kind of make sure they don't have that free shot. And if for the zone, we're just learning. Anybody comes in my area, especially the ball, I got to stop it. So speaking on that, the press. I think our press went pretty well. We didn't necessarily get the turnovers, but we messed them up a little bit with it. But we got to remember, if you're the ones doing the press, really you have 1 or 2 people doing it, is the key is getting that first pass in. If they get that pass all the way to that person from out of bounds, then we pretty much just need to back off and run back to our defense. Because I don't want you to try to stop them going down the drive down to the basket or drive past half court, because most likely it's going to be a running game and then we're just going to get behind on the run. So The sneaky steal is what we try to do. And this team actually, this last game, the only way they could beat us is the person getting the ball from receiving the pass had to go all the way up and almost be right next to the person passing it in, which is fine. If that's what they have to do, that's what they have to do. We can make an adjustment, or we just let them have that. But what we want to do is make sure that as soon as they get that pass in and we don't get the steal, let's back off and run back and reset our defense. And like I mentioned about rebounding, let's get this 2 hands up. Try to grab the ball, not just tip it. And the last thing, and this isn't necessarily our team, this is actually the other team, but I just want to bring it up because I saw it. Is actually in the video. If you watch the video clips that I sent out, is don't overly celebrate if you make a basket. It's bad sportsmanship to do all type of crazy stuff if you make a basket. It's almost like an in your face to the other team. You can be happy about it. You can, maybe just kind of pump your fist or go, yay. Don't do big celebration. It just doesn't look good. So I just want to mention that because so far we haven't done it, but after the last game, I want to make sure I let you guys know, because it was obvious to us that saw it, then that didn't look too good. So just putting that out there. But I can't wait for our next game. And you know what? We'll have to figure out what we want to work on, but we're coming along great. Our next team might be a really tough one, so just be ready to either look at previous videos to figure out what we're doing, so we're ready to go. See you guys then. Thanks.